10 countries with the most natural resources. Natural resources or commodities are the raw inputs or commodities that are used to manufacture and produce all the products in the world. Commodities, which include those extracted from the earth and those that are yet to be extracted, are worth trillions of dollars. This video shows the leading countries worldwide as of 2020 based on the value of the natural resources. With that said, here are the 10 countries with the most natural resources. But before we proceed, please do like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our exciting and educative content. Number 10. Australia. Australia is a world leader in mining and produces 19 minerals in significant amounts from nearly 400 operating mines. Minerals are produced in all states, the Northern Territory, and on Christmas Island. There is no mining in the Australian Capital Territory, apart from quarries used to mine aggregate and other construction materials. Minerals are an important part of the Australian economy, accounting for about 7% of gross domestic product. The Australian Bureau of Statistics reports that the mining industry employs around 263,000 people directly. Minerals are Australia's largest export. Australia is the world's leading producer of the bauxite, limonite, rutile, iron ore, and zircon. The second largest producer of alumina, gold, lead, lithium, manganese ore, and zinc. The third largest producer of uranium. The fourth largest producer of black coal, nickel, and silver, and the fifth largest producer of aluminium, cobalt, and copper. Number 9. DR Congo. The DR of Congo is a country with huge natural wealth. Almost every valuable natural resource can be found there, from a multitude of minerals including diamonds, gold, copper, cobalt, tin ore and coltan, to timber and oil. But this vast natural wealth has brought nothing but suffering and misery to the Congolese people. Not only has it failed to deliver economic benefits and development, but it has been the case of numerous and grave human rights abuses. The weakness of state institutions and a pervasive culture of impunity have meant that the perpetrators of crimes connected to the illicit exploitation of natural resources have rarely, if ever, been punished. Number 8. Venezuela. This South American country has an estimated $14.3 trillion worth of natural resources. It is the leading exporter of coal, bauxite, and oil. The country's oil reserves are greater than those of the United States, Canada, and Mexico combined. Venezuela is the third largest producer of coal after Brazil and Colombia. It also has the eighth natural reserves of natural gas, accounting for 2.7% of the global supply. The country also has the second largest reserves of gold deposits. Number 7. United States. As the third largest nation by geography, the United States is home to vast and varied landscapes with abundant natural resources. These diverse regions are connected by an expansive infrastructure network and services that help companies efficiently produce and move their products. The United States offers independent, stable, and low-cost energy sources and is home to some of the largest supplies of petroleum, natural gas, and coal in the world. A diverse array of climates and geographies offer prime opportunities to harness renewable sources of energy, from wind to biodiesel. Coupled with increased energy efficiency, this diverse supply of energy not only contributes to US GDP, it is leading to lower greenhouse gas emissions. The country is one of the largest producers of metals and minerals like gold and silver, to copper, nickel, iron, lead, uranium, bauxite, mercury, and zinc. The nation is also a leading and key producer of phosphates. Number 6. Brazil. Brazil has commodities worth $21.8 trillion, including gold, iron, and uranium. The mining industry focuses on bauxite, gold, iron, and tin. Brazil has the largest gold and uranium deposits in the world, and it is the second largest oil producer. However, timber is the most valuable natural resource, and the nation accounts for over 12.3% of the world's timber supplies. Number 5. Russia. Russia is one of the world's richest countries in raw materials, many of which are significant inputs for an industrial economy. Russia accounts for around 20% of the world's production of oil and natural gas and possesses large reserves of both fuels. This abundance has made Russia virtually self-sufficient in energy and a large-scale exporter of fuels too. Oil and gas were primary hard currency earners for the Soviet Union, and they remain so for the Russian Federation. Russia also is self-sufficient in nearly all major industrial raw materials and has at least some reserves of every industrially valuable non-fuel mineral, even after the productive mines of Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan no longer were directly accessible. Tin, tungsten, bauxite, and mercury were among the few natural materials imported in the Soviet period. Russia possesses rich reserves of iron ore, manganese, chromium, nickel, platinum, titanium, copper, tin, lead, tungsten, diamonds, phosphates, and gold. And the forests of Siberia contain an estimated one-fifth of the world's timber, mainly conifers. Number 4. India. India's mining sector contributes 11% of the country's industrial GDP and 2.5% of total GDP. The mining and metal industry was worth $106.4 billion in 2010, and its coal reserves are the fourth largest in the world. The total cultivable area in India is 1,945,355 kilometers square, which is shrinking due to population pressures and rapid urbanization. India has a total water surface area of 360,400 kilometers square. India's major mineral resources include coal, iron ore, manganese ore, mica, bauxite, chromite, diamonds, limestone, and thorium. India's oil reserves, found in Bombay high off the coast of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and in eastern Assam, meet 25% of the country's demand. The national-level agency National Natural Resources Management System (NNRMS) was established in 1983 for integrated natural resources management in the country. Number 3. Canada. Third on our list is Canada. Overall, the country has an estimated $33.2 trillion worth of commodities and the third largest oil deposits after Venezuela and Saudi Arabia. The commodities that the country owns include industry minerals such as limestone, rock salt, and potash, as well as energy minerals such as coal and uranium. Canada is the leading supplier of natural gas and phosphate and is the third largest exporter of timber. Number 2. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has 20% of the world's oil reserves, which makes them second in the world. Oil was discovered here in 1938, and the nation has been a leading oil exporter ever since, with its economy depending on oil exports. It also has the safe natural gas reserves. Overall, the country has about $34.4 trillion worth of natural resources. Saudi Arabia possesses around 17% of the world's proven petroleum reserves. The oil and gas sector accounts for about 50% of gross domestic product and about 70% of export earnings. Apart from petroleum, the kingdom's other natural resources include natural gas, iron ore, gold, and copper. Number 1. China. China is number 1 on the list for having the most natural resources, estimated to be worth $23 trillion. 90% of resources are coal and rare earth metals. However, timber is another major natural resource. China has extensive deposits of coal, oil, and natural gas. Besides these fossil fuels, China is a top producer of aluminium, magnesium, antimony, salt, talc, barite, cement, coal, fluorspar, gold, graphite, iron, steel, lead, mercury, molybdenum, phosphate rock, rare earths, tin, tungsten, bismuth, and zinc. What a rich country! China also exports antimony, barite, rare earths, fluorspar, graphite, indium, and tungsten. And it leads the world in domestic mining of gold, zinc, lead, molybdenum, iron ore, and coal. There you have it, guys, the 10 countries with the most natural resources. Thanks for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our updates.